Are you thriving, or are you feeling that you are just surviving in this extraordinary time that we are in now? Today I want to talk to you about the 7 fears that is holding us back from thriving, and that can make us feel that we are very much just in a mode of surviving. The 7 fears are the following. We can fear, one of our first fear can be a physical fear. The fear that I am just not old enough, or I'm too young, or I'm too fat, or I'm too thin, I have too many wrinkles, my hair needs to get some coloring done, or I'm just not physically ready to take the action steps that will help me to thrive. Then we have our social fears, that our friends will think badly of us, that they will think, who is he or she to think that they can take those action steps to thrive? Do they think they are better than us? Or can't they see that they are not ready to do it? Or can't they see that they are just not sharp enough to do it? Then, of course, we have our family fears. And the fears that the action steps that I want to take to thrive can bring damage to my family. What if it takes too much time away from my family? What if my family doesn't like what I'm doing? What if they think that I am taking focus off them? And then we, of course, have the financial fears. The fear of loss of money, or the fear of waste of money. What if I pay all this money for this course and it's just a waste of money, and by the end I have not achieved what I would have loved to achieve? And then we have our career fears. The fear that if you are in a business, my business is not big enough, or it's too small, or I have not started my business yet, or have not changed my business yet. And the fear that if I start to take the action steps to thrive business-wise, what if I'm a failure? That big fear of failure. Then, of course, we have our mental fears. The fears that really trip us up a lot. What if I am too stupid? I don't have enough degrees. I haven't even gone to university or tertiary education. I believe that my opinion does not count, and all those limiting beliefs that we fester in our minds about ourselves. And it creates these fears that trip us up from taking action to thrive. And then we also get our spiritual fears. And the fear can be, what will my church say about it if they know what I'm doing? Or my spiritual body that I belong to? Or what if this vision that I have, and I start to share it with my loved ones, my friends, the world, that people start to laugh at me and say, how can he or she think that big? So our fears do trip us up. It stands solidly in our ways to take the action steps to thrive. And I want to talk about what it is that we can do to really face our fears and change it. The first step is how important it is to really own your value. You are your own biggest investment. There is nobody that you can invest in more than yourself, because the dividends of investing in you, whether it is time, energy, focus, money, discipline, action steps, all the investments you make in yourself will come back to you with dividends. So own your value. Say to yourself, I am a valuable person, and what I have to contribute to this world is unique. It is absolutely as unique as my own thumbprint. and I can make the difference in my own unique way. I don't want to make a difference in the way that anyone else is making. I want to do it in my own unique way. I have had the privilege years ago to be introduced to the work of Napoleon Hill. He has been an author in the 1920s, 1930s, and he's possibly written the first self-help books. And the first book that I've read of Napoleon Hill was Think and Grow Rich. And the second one was The Laws of Successful People. And in essence, this is as a summary of his work. He says, and I so absolutely believe in it, know what your desires are. What are your authentic, true heart's desires? Write it down. You don't have to go and share it with anybody yet. You might feel embarrassed and say, oh, how can I say that I want to touch the world and I want to be working with clients in all over the world and I want to really make a difference? I want you to really take out your pen and paper or do it on one of your devices and go and write down what your heart's desires are. Your true, authentic heart's desires. Not fantasies, but true desires. Financially, business-wise, family-wise, health-wise, physical-wise, mentally, socially. What are your heart's desires? Because when you know what you want, the universe will start to bring the opportunities to you. Those of you who know about the law of attraction know that what thoughts and feelings and desires you give out to the universe attract through vibrations the same resonance, and you pull to you those opportunities and they show up to you. It can be that somebody is mentioning a book and you think, that sounds like a book that I must get to read. Maybe in your inbox or on your social media, somebody's advertising an online program and you think, that sounds really like the one that I would like to do. Maybe somebody is sharing with you what they have done, and that is what I've done. I've watched a very good friend of mine and I saw how she's taking action on social media, especially on Facebook. And I was so impressed by what she was doing. And I reached out to her and I said to her, Loretta, what are you doing? And she told me. And she introduced me to a mentor that she's using. And my first initial thought was, I don't know if I'm ready for it. I know it's going to take a lot of hard work. I don't know if I'm ready to go out of my comfort zone. Oh, and the cost of it. But I have done the action steps. And that is what I want to encourage you. Please take action. Get out of your comfort zone. Stretch yourself. Value yourself. Because the cost of not taking action is far more than the cost of taking action. There is help out there. We are not to thrive on our own and in isolation. Although I have lots and lots of skills and lots of approaches, and I've got a very good mindset and a mental mind model that I'm using, there's a lot I don't know. And there's a lot that I need to learn. And therefore I'm so grateful when the opportunities appear in my sphere of awareness. And when it happens to you, please take note. There is a message for you. It is saying, stop minimizing yourself. Stop holding yourself back. Stop saying, I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough time. I can't afford it. do you know what? You can't afford not to do it. You can't afford not to spend time on you thriving you, growing you. Get out of your comfort zone. Go and check your limiting beliefs. Go and ask yourself, what is it that I really, really, really wish to do? I want to say this again. Go and write that down on paper. Do you know that every year, the beginning of every year, I write down in all areas of life what it is that I really wish. What's my heart's desires for myself? I have many years ago written down that my heart's desire is that one day I want to be an anchor psychologist on a TV series. And 2 years ago, this opportunity came to me. And if I said to myself, I'm not ready, I'm not clever enough, I don't know if I know enough, I don't know if I am attractive enough, if I will look well enough on TV, I don't know if I'm ready to expose my skills to the public, I don't know if I have time because it will take time away from my family over weekends. If I was saying no to the opportunity, I would have missed out on so much. I would have missed out this past weekend on being with inspiring people, wanting to bring a production to television, to bring a difference to many, many, many couples' lives. I had the privilege to work with 3 couples. And the world is going to soon be able to see how these couples are transforming. If I said no to the opportunity because I doubted myself, I thought I'm not ready, I will still wait, I would have missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime. If I didn't take the action to enroll for this 30-day online course, I would have missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime. I can't believe the growth in me. I want you to do the same. So ask yourself today, what is it that I want? And secondly, this is Napoleon Hill's definition of success. Then make sure that you know what action steps you are willing to take. And please don't take those action steps. Every day, I write down what action steps I'm willing to take today so that I can fulfill and reach my heart's desires. So go and look today. Where are the opportunities showing up for you? And I dare you to say yes. Say yes to you. This is Ilze Alberts, family psychologist and lover of life. Till next time.